America got a chance tonight to see where the Democratic candidates for president stand on coronavirus. This first one-on-one debate held without an audience because of the virus, and it allowed for a more free-flowing debate without interruptions and with a news-making moment.
There we go.
There they go. All right.
An elbow bump sets the stage as Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders, standing a safe distance of 6 feet apart, discuss how they would handle the coronavirus crisis.
First thing we have got to do, whether or not I'm president, is to shut this president up right now. It is unacceptable for him to be blabbering with unfactual information, which is confusing the general public.
This is like a war. And in a war, you do whatever is needed to be done to take care of your people.
Both candidates said they would deploy the military to combat the coronavirus pandemic. But while Vice President Biden stressed the need for strong leadership, Senator Sanders focused on how he believes the health care system is failing.
In a good year, without the epidemic, we're losing up to 60,000 people who die every year because they don't get to a doctor on time. And clearly, this crisis is only making a bad situation worse.
That has nothing to do when you're in a national crisis. The national crisis says we're responding. It's all free. You don't have to pay for a thing. That has nothing to do with whether or not you have an insurance policy.
Both Democratic candidates are considered high risk for coronavirus because of their age, and they answered how they are protecting themselves.
I'm not shaking hands. Joe and I did not shake hands. And I am very careful about the people I am interacting with. I'm using a lot of soap and hand sanitizers.
Fortunately, I don't have any of the underlying conditions you talked about that I have to worry about, number one. Number two, thank God, for the time being, anything can happen, as my mother would say, knock on wood, that I'm in good health. Number three, I'm taking all the precautions anyone would take, whether they're 30 years old or 60 years old or 80 years old.
After 38 minutes dedicated only to coronavirus, Biden making news, pledging to pick a woman as his running mate.
You just committed here tonight that your running mate, if you get the nomination, will be a woman?
Yes.
The vice president committed to picking a woman as his running mate. If you get the nomination, will you?
In all likelihood, I will. For me, it's not just nominating a woman. It is making sure that we have a progressive women, and there are progressive women out there. So my very strong tendency is to move in that direction.
Now, Sanders did commit to supporting Biden if he's the Democratic nominee, while Biden said the same, and then took it a step farther, pledging to campaign for Sanders should he win the party's nomination.